Do you hear anything?
Okay, we'll type it in Masada. Okay, Ein Gedi synagogue. Few words before the synagogue. I remind you, we are in a synagogue from the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th centuries, Byzantine period synagogue. We sit on benches facing north. Okay, and that was where the people used to sit, facing north, kind of facing to Jerusalem. Okay, Jerusalem is northwest, but anyway, facing north. And we see the mosaic. We'll talk about the mosaic. And we see that it was divided into 3 sections. Central section that we are here now. Okay, western section with the inscription that we will see in a minute. There's an inscription there. And eastern section that the mosaic disappeared. But there's eastern. We know it by the basis of the columns that we see. It was divided not by walls, but by columns. And we know from things that found that the place where the Holy Ark or the people used to bring the Bible for reading there, and there was the Bama, the altar, kind of altar, and there was another thing that it was found. It's not here. It's in the Israeli Museum, but I found a bronze menorah found there by the altar. A bronze menorah. So we can take all these things, and we can ask ourselves, how do we know it's a synagogue?
By the menorah?
It's we look in Byzantine period. You've been in Good Samaritan now?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are plenty of mosaics, right?
Yes.
If you find a mosaic, you go to, I don't know, if you remember, you go to Good Samaritan, the first mosaic on the left is a synagogue from Gaza.
Yes.
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yes.
Behind
We sat there.
yeah? Okay. If I'm an archaeologist and I excavate the one in Gaza, okay? And I ask myself, is it a synagogue? Or maybe a church? Or maybe a Samaritan synagogue? In these 3 religions, in the Byzantine period, they built exactly the same.
Yeah.
Same artists, same features.
Columns.
So, same colors, same mosaics. How do we know in each sign the what? So we have 3 things. One,
3 things.
direction. But if I excavate a synagogue in Gaza, okay, it can be Jewish synagogue. Okay, if it faces, let's say, east, it can be a Jewish synagogue. It can be a Samaritan synagogue, and it can be a church. It can be all facing east. So direction is a good option, but we need more. We need another thing. Inscriptions, if we have inscriptions. And it goes like that. If it's written in Hebrew or Aramaic, it's Jewish. If it's written in Samaritan inscription, it's Samaritan. If it's written in Greek, it's everybody.
It's everybody, yeah.
It's everybody. As we saw in Gaza, the inscription is in Greek. So everybody used Greek. So it's a good option, but we have to find out exactly what. So we have the direction, we have the inscription, and we have another thing, okay? What is around? What do we have around? It means like, if we find a mikveh, a ritual bath, it's Jewish, like we have here. It's Jewish. If we have a baptismal site,
Christian.
it's Christian, to baptize. If we don't have anything, probably it's Samaritan. So we need the context of the area to understand the synagogue in its context, not only as one building. It's not a vehicle. It's part of something. So that while we are here, we know for sure it's a synagogue. Direction is Jerusalem. We have inscription in Hebrew and Aramaic. We have mikveh. It's easy. Anyway, it's easy because we have plenty of sources that there was only Jews used to live in Ein Gedi anyway. Yes.
And also the mosaic doesn't have figures.
So
It's Jewish or Christian.
it doesn't mean because
The Christian has figures in the
and
mosaic.
and Jews not.
That's what I mean.
All the lower Galilee, all the synagogues in lower Galilee got figurative features, and even Helios, the god of sun, in the synagogue.
But
It doesn't work. It's the same as we said, artists.
how the baptized should look like in these periods? You said
Well,
Mikveh,
in
because-
Christians,
yeah, because mikveh is
Just,
it's the same concept.
yeah.
It could be mikveh and baptism.
Yeah,
How
it
do you
looks-
recognize
most-
the difference?
I'll tell you, most of the time you see different stairs, and many times in Byzantine period, the baptismal site will be cross-shaped.
Okay.
And not like a corridor that you see. In mikveh, we will see plenty in 2 weeks in Qumran. We will see plenty. No, okay.
Can you tell us again?